Well, Whitney Plantation and Wallace, Louisiana saw significant damage after Hurricane Ida. Known for its interpretation of life through the eyes of the formerly enslaved, it has now grown in popularity, counting more than 100,000 visitors. Today, photographer Adam Kopis and I traveled to Wallace to see that damage firsthand.
You could tell that there was an intense storm that had passed through this site.
Our tour of Whitney Plantation begins at the end.
This church was built by freedmen and women in 1870.
1870? Wow. Antioch Baptist Church is the last stop as you tour the grounds where the formerly enslaved once lived and worked.
The door has been completely ripped off of its hinges.
The damage is evident. The 19th century stoves at the entrance of the church covered in plaster and debris. A statue of a formerly enslaved little girl, just one of the children of Whitney, damaged.
This little person was completely on the floor, so the plaster fell down on her and knocked her off the bench.
It's a somber walkthrough for Dr. Joy Banner, who is a descendant of the formerly enslaved at Whitney. 1870, this was built on limited resources, and the fact that though there is damage, it's standing. A testament to the impactfulness of her ancestors' work and why she knew as Hurricane Ida approached where she could go for safety. You sheltered in the big house,
yes,
as the storm passed over.
Yes.
Why was that even a thought? Like, you know, you had that conversation that you, and it was your sister, your family.
Me, my sister, and my parents,
okay,
my mom and dad, who were in their 70s. And before I had joked that, you know, if for some reason, if I stay for a storm and it gets, gets too bad, then I know this house has been here since 1790. The bottom in particular is like a fortress, so I would just go and shelter there. And it was like, ha, ha, ha,
Hurricane Ida intensified, and soon there was no other option. Dr. Banner gathered her family in the unlikeliest of places.
Even though this space was a place of security, it's still a big house. Can't say that I ever felt like I belonged here.
After sheltering for 16 to 17 hours inside the big house, Banner says the grounds were in ruins. Some of the slave cabins damaged.
You see, I was pushed off of its foundation and this part of it just collapsed. Wow.
And others destroyed. Whoa.
When I
my goodness,
saw the morning after the storm and saw the rubble that's now these two cabins, I was speechless, I was heartbroken.
But two cabins stood strong. Though damaged, Dr. Banner is thankful they're still standing.
So these two cabins are original to this plantation, this site. The cabins that we have on site, they were brought in from other plantations, so they were immensely important as well.
Yes.
But these two structures in particular are, to me, the most important structures on site.
A testament to the craftsmanship and skill of the formerly enslaved. Built by their hands, they weathered the storm.
I would have been really, really, really hurt and very distraught if that big house had stood, but these cabins didn't.
Understood. And Dr. Banner says the Whitney Plantation is closed as they survey that damage. In the meantime, there is a fundraiser to assist in the recovery efforts there. If you would like to donate or to learn more, just go to the Whitney Plantation's website. We'll have a link on our website, WWLTV.com.
What an incredible story, Cherise.
Yes, and it's a very educational place for a lot of people. Again, this is a place where you can get the perspective from the formerly enslaved that were on the plantation and lived there.
Amazing that she's a descendant of
Yes,
the very people who were enslaved there.
And they, her family helped to build that plantation.
You know, her family will help build it back too. Yeah.